You say you need someone to be there for you, to love you all day long. Tell me what kind of man is falling so cold. Treat you like you're nothing. Girl, you me like a diamond. I love the way you shine. $100 million treasure. I get the world for my outside the rain, we can all right. I'll teach all the places to get and tell me never do what you have. We touch. Oh, need you back. Take you out on the night, just getting you. Gotta like to know what you gonna do. What good is the diamond? Nobody can see it. I ain't here and got you all down, but I got the master key. Yeah. I light up the candles light around. Show me to the sun way I'll go down. Nothing can between us in the sun. Making love. Baby, when I start, just can't stop. I want from the bottom to the top. Nothing is forbidden when we touch, baby. I wanna do
Welcome back to BadassWitchez TV live. Oshun Aje is in the building, and we will be discussing the narcissist impact dynamic. Finally.
Baby, with my stars, can't stop. I'm running from the bottom to the top. Nothing is forbidden. We baby, I gotta jump to the balls for you. There ain't a thing like that I won't do. I'll make your body crazy with my sex machine. I don't stop until he understands. I wanna do.
Welcome everybody in the chat and those who will get this video at a later date. The music that I'm playing is relative and pertinent to the subject that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm talking about the narcissist empath dynamic and how narcissists and empaths are toxically attracted to one another. Okay. And the ways in which the narcissist emotionally manipulates and abuses the empath, and the ways in which the empath tends to come back time and time again for that abuse. Okay. And let us not forget that, you know, depending upon the level, their level of disorder, a narcissist is most likely, you know, suffering from some sort of demonic possession. What's up, baby? What's up, Arabian Conjure? Let me shout out Arabian Conjure because I respect your work. I like your work. And I appreciate you, you know, not being a hater like a lot of these other bitches on here and recognizing real when you see it, okay? So real recognizes real. Any of my people who are not aware of Arabian Conjure, definitely go check out her channel, okay? So I'm gonna give my people a chance to realize that I'm up and I'm live because I did not pre-schedule this. But what I'm doing, because I play music along with my live streams, and when I play the music, I want you guys to I love you right back, baby, Arabian Conjure. Okay, appreciate you, babe. The music is very pertinent, okay, to the mood that I'm trying to set and also to the message that I'm trying to send. Okay, so the first song was, you know, all the things your man won't do. Okay, and this is because I know that a lot of women who are, especially empaths, who are in relationships, whether you're married or with, you know, in a domestic partnership or even just, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're dealing with a narcissist, okay, and basically narcissism is not just, you know, in relationships, but that's what I'm focusing on today. You can have narcissistic parents, you can have narcissistic friends, we can have narcissistic employers. And I'm going to go into each one of those subjects separately, okay? Today, we're talking about the relationships because I'm dealing with a lot of my clients and people around me who are dealing with this specific situation. And I've had someone ask me to speak more about the narcissist empath dynamic, okay? So the song that I played first, All the Things Your Man Won't Do, this is because I know that this is how you are left feeling, and this is what you wish someone would come and say to you once you've been in a relationship with a narc. Because what you will be left feeling is empty. You will wish you had someone to talk to, because normally what happens is that they have isolated you from every one of your friends, your good close friends, and also your family members. A lot of your family members will probably be disappointed in you for the choices that you are making and for what the abuse that you are allowing yourself to endure. So a lot of times when a woman or an empath is in a relationship with a narc, they end up being isolated to the narcissist, and if they have children, their children, and maybe some parts of the narcissist's family. But as far as with your own family, your contact will be limited and your communication will also be controlled. Okay. So a lot of times when the family of a narcissist finds out that their loved one has been in such a relationship, they are absolutely shocked to find out what their loved one has been through, because the face that the narc has been showing the family and to everyone is that charming, supportive, perfect father, husband, mate. And it's the only person and the only people who would know that that is an act are the people who reside in the home with the narcissist, or if in fact you happen to be an employee or a close friend to this narcissistic person. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about, like I said, the first song was played on behalf of the women who I know who are feeling that a man would come and say, that they want to do all the things that their man won't do. Okay. Because what your man is not doing is taking the time to listen to you when you feel the need to express yourself. Um, Basically, when we're talking, especially in a relationship, just say you and your man get up in the morning and you're having your coffee or tea together, or if you're in the bed and you're having pillow talk, uh, you know, the conversation, any conversation you're having, is just basically you expressing your feelings about what's going on. Because, first of all, what a narcissist did not understand is that you two are on the same team. And somehow in their minds, there's a competition, even with their wife, even with their lover, their mate. Okay. So, your pillow talk, and when you have conversations, you're basically, the whole point of talking to one another, and it feels stupid for me to have to explain this, but basically what each person is trying to do, well, let me say what the empath is attempting to do is just simply express their feelings. Okay. This is what we do with our girlfriends. This is what we do with our friends. But of course, there's always going to be things that you can't talk to about, with your friends and people outside of your relationship. There are always going to be issues that need to be um, talked about and resolved within your own relationship. And the only two people who can talk about those things and resolve them are the two people in the relationship. Okay. And when you attempt to do that, no matter what time it is, with your narcissistic mate, the conversation becomes a circular conversation where not even one of your questions is getting a straight answer, even though it only required a yes or no answer. You're never going to get a straight answer from that. And at some point, they're going to say that you're too long-winded, you're talking too long. They're going to say that your tone of voice is offensive, even though you're speaking as non-threatening as you possibly can. And what I want to explain to you guys is that, don't give any credence, don't give any validation to their defenses against basically entering into an adult conversation about serious matters. Because don't consider, am I talking too loud? Am I approaching this in the wrong way? Because I guarantee you that if you've been in a relationship with a narc, you considered how to approach it before you even brought it up, because you know how your narc is. So I'm sure maybe the first few times you didn't come in the right way, but let me even say this: the first times you came in the way that you come. And I would suggest that you don't keep adjusting yourself to please the narc, because the narc will never be pleased. I don't care if you come in your softest, most non-threatening voice possible. It is not the way that you're saying what you're saying. It is what you are saying that is offending them. Okay. And the way that they are going to make sure and ensure that the conversation is not had is that they are going to react to you as if you are yelling at them. They're going to react to you as if you're saying something offensive when basically you may have just asked a simple question. They're going to create this imaginary argument that you started in order to justify the fact that now they are arguing and yelling and walking out of the room and walking out of the house and cutting off the conversation. If you have been in a relationship with a narcissist, male or female, correct me if I'm wrong about the ways in which they handle serious adult conversations. The body language will be such that they will begin to hold their heads as if their head is about to explode because you're giving them a headache, even though you may have been talking for about 60 seconds or more. They have a headache. Their attention span becomes shorter than it's ever been when they're on their phones or when they're watching television or when you're talking small talk. You can talk for hours about that, but as soon as the situation turns serious, as far as building our lives, budgeting our finances, things that normal adult, people who are thriving in life have conversations about. As soon as you try to have one of those with a narcissist, no, they have they're very creative in the ways in which they are going to prevent that conversation from being had. And what it is going to create in you is a level of frustration that nothing in your life has ever created in you, because every human being, again, it's not just talking and the fact that you didn't get to say what you wanted to say, but it's the fact that you have a lot of feelings pent up inside of you, and the way that we release those feelings is by talking to them. And if the relationship, if what you need to talk about pertains to your relationship, then the person that you should be talking about it to is the person that you're in the relationship with. And if that person is not there for it, please accept. And I know it's not going to be today, but whenever you are ready, it's inevitable that you're going to have to accept that you're not in a relationship. Okay. Because if all you can talk about is small talk and everything is good, you're happy, you laughing, you're doing everything together, but it's, you know that when it's time to talk about something serious, that you have to now, let me adjust my voice, let me adjust my approach, let me adjust my demeanor. And even when you do that, it's not going to change the tantrum that they're going to have, that they've been having since they were 2 years old. I would like to ask you, and you don't have to answer me, answer yourself, answer your God. What exactly is it are you holding on to? Because if you're holding on to something, I guarantee that you're probably holding on to a hope that they're going to change. You're holding on to a hope that you're holding on to the financial status that they're keeping you at. You're holding on to the financial support that they're giving you. You may or may not be holding on to the sexual relationship that you have. And if in fact you are doing that, then another question that I would like for you to ask yourself is that enough? Okay, is that enough? Would you be able to stay married to this person, stay in a relationship with this person for the rest of your lives? Okay. And I'll just end it at that. And those are questions that I'm leaving in the air. And if any of you care to answer right now or in a future video, then please, by all means, do so. But let's move back on to the empath narcissist dynamic. The way you ended up in relationships with a narcissist, my empaths, is because you are prime supply to the narcissist, and this is what they live off of. They are energy vampires, and they live off of negative energy. Okay, they live off sorrowful energy. So what they need from you is for you to be upset. They need for you to be worried. They need for you to be fearful. They need for you to be sad. They need for you to be hopeless, because these are the exact energies on their plate, okay, that they need to eat in order to survive. But again, if they do not get these things, the human being is not going to die, because the ego is what comprises the narcissistic personality, and that part of them needs to die. Okay, if in fact, and I let me give some hope to people who, because I know that, that is not the only part of them. Inside and behind all of that, there is a good person with a good part in a lot of these people, and I know that that's what you hold on to, and that's what you have hope for. And I don't want to leave you without any hope, because again, I'm not coming from completely a psychological standpoint. I'm also coming from a spiritual standpoint. I believe in magic. I work magic. And honestly, in my heart of hearts, I cannot accept the fact that there are people who have absolutely no hope of being healed or corrected. So let me say this. I am working on a program with a very severe narcissist right now, um, with the hypothesis that there is hope, but it has to be done on the spiritual plane. And as I go forward, I will share this with you guys. And if I am successful, which right now I feel like I am being, the reason I'm not sharing anything right now is because I do not wish to plant false hope in the minds of the people who are in relationships with these people and are suffering abuse. Okay, my advice to you is still and always has been to get out. If I perfect my plan, which again is working completely on the spiritual plane, and if I find a way, because that is my goal at this point, to heal a narcissist, and so that you can have the part of that person that you love back, I will definitely share it, but it will not be for free. It will be on my subscribe star, off YouTube crowdfunding page, simply because it is not for public consumption. It is for those who are willing to support me for doing the work. Okay. Um, what I want to say is that um, I want empaths to understand why they are attracted to you, okay, and why you are attracted to them. Them meaning the narcissist, okay? Not only as a romantic partner, but also as friends. If you had them as parents, you begin to recognize the behavior, and there is a connection between having one or two narcissistic parents and also being attracted by the familiarity, whether it is a positive, recollection or negative. It is familiar, and this is why a lot of empaths are attracted to narcissists. Okay, there is a wounded child within you that feels that if you can, with the knowledge that you have, with the spiritual power that you indeed have, that I will never negate, empaths are indeed powerful. What happens to a lot of empaths is that the world beats them down so that they forget their power and they become weakened emotionally. And I happen to be an empath that is not weakened. Do I cry damn near every day? Yes, I do. It's because it's the pact that I made with my creator to be a conduit and a transducer of the pain, of terror, of earth, and all of the people in it. Okay, so I am not complaining about my station, but as y'all see, I'm still standing strong because I know how to take that energy within myself and I know how to give it back to Oshun. Okay, So, but again, a lot of empaths are not aware of how to use their energy, and a lot of them have been whipped by the world so that they have forgotten their power. And so I am definitely here to help you regain your power. You are some of the most powerful people on this planet, okay? Once you realize your power, you are the ones who hold the light and the love and the positivity that is needed to create the balance, a balance against, the darkness that we all know that we are surrounded by. It only takes a handful of you, and yes, you are more powerful than the masses. Okay. I will also say, let me, let you know that I understand, because I too am an empath. Okay. I have been um, beat down by the world. I have been abused. And I have also come through a long process of healing myself. Okay. So no longer am I weakened empath. I am a warrior. Okay. And therefore that's why I have said, that I can prove to you that there is life after all of this, even being an empath after narcissistic abuse. Okay. They are attracted to you because of your light. Your soul is intact. Okay. And theirs is not. So many people on this planet have been damaged, and some unfortunately irreparably. Okay. uh, According to the psychologists. I, however, do not believe that it was irreparably. Okay. I believe that anybody can be repaired. Okay. So that is my focus here. And that is what we're going to be doing. Okay. Going forward. And again, if it's something that means something to you, it will not be for mass consumption. As y'all know, I have stalkers, I have haters, and so I know that the people that truly support me will not be able to have a problem paying $5 a month to get the information that I'm going to give you. And it is the small ray of hope that a narcissist can be healed. Okay, because there is nothing that the Most High cannot do. There is nothing that my Oshun cannot heal, especially in the area of the heart. Okay, in the area of the heart, there's nothing that my father Obatala cannot heal in the area of your mind. Okay, and your spiritual well-being. There's nothing too big for Odalumare. Okay, who most of you affectionately refer to as your God. Okay, so I have not given up, and I'm probably one of the only people who has not given up on the narcissist. But my advice again is, if you are in a relationship with a narcissist who is nowhere near being in the place where they need to be even receptive to the healing, my advice is still to get out, okay, by any means necessary. They are attracted to you because of your light, because of your love, because of your compassion. These are all things that they do not have. The same way that a man is attracted to you because of your breasts, because of your vagina, because of your femininity. It's because of the things that they don't have. If you have not, noticed this, if you have not, recognized this about human nature in itself, everybody wants what they don't have. Okay, we have Black people bleaching their skins because they want to be white. We have white people tanning and spraying themselves because they want to be darker. We have Asian people dyeing their beautiful black hair into an orange or brown color because they want to be blonde. Okay, these people have not even accepted themselves as they are, so there is no way that they know themselves. Okay, pay attention. All of these things mean something, and there is nothing that does not mean something. Okay, which basically means, in simpler terms, everything means something. Pay attention. Okay. The way that you can protect yourself as an empath from these narcs is first to strengthen yourself. Understand that, because a lot of times empaths hope that a person's compassion will will be what drives them to want to help you. They'll see how hurt you are, and their heart goes out to you like your heart goes out to people when they hurt. And if you don't accept the fact that this is not the way in which a narcissist emotions work, they don't think or act like us. And so if you wish to be successful in dealing with one, you have to first accept and understand the way that their emotions and minds work, and deal with that accordingly. Okay. They don't give a damn about your tears or your sadness. Okay. In fact, depending upon what level that they are, it may even make them angry. Okay, so that shit ain't gonna work. Okay, so first of all, I would say to my fellow empaths, put on your big girl panties and grow up. Okay, I know the tears are going to come, but don't allow them to flow in front of your narc. He is getting power from your tears. Okay, hold that shit in, get stronger. Because being weak, it might have worked with your parents, it might have worked with people in the past. With a narc, it is not going to work. It is going to cause them to increase their abuse upon you. Another advice to the narc is stop thinking that you can share every happy and good thing that has happened in your life. If it ain't got nothing to do with them, do not share it with them. Because even though they might act happy for you at the moment, I promise you, at the deep down and in their heart, they are not happy for you. And later on, when it comes up in the argument, they start out the blue. When it comes up, when they're angry, they gonna bring it up. Okay, and it's not going to be in the same tone and from which you told it. They mad because, again, back to what I said, even in a relationship with someone that they claim to love, they are in a competition. This is why a lot of marriages don't work when the woman becomes more successful than the man, when she is making more money than the man. The male ego can't handle it, but damn sure not the narcissistic male ego. Okay, so quit thinking. I know it feels like they love you, because there is. I'm not going to completely negate that there is love there, but it is so twisted and it is so toxic that it only lasts for a moment. It's like a crack high. Okay, if you're high off crack, yeah, you high for about however long it lasts. I don't know, but I know that they always keep going back to get more, because it's not enough. It wasn't fulfilling, and when they come down off of it, they right back where they were, and all the problems they had that they were trying to escape, they have multiplied. Okay, that's the same thing with a narc. Okay, those love bombings, the hoovering, it is a crack high. And you're going to come down off of it real soon, and you'll be dealing with the same person. And I am asking you, as your sister, as your divine mother, please stop inflicting yourself with this. I want you to be aware that the abuse that you are suffering, knowing what you know now, is self-inflicted. Okay? There are there are support groups. You have me. I'm putting because I have so many people coming to me about this situation, and I really would like to deal with you guys one-on-one, because every case is individual. I'm going to put on my website the option of retaining me as a spiritual counselor, especially with narcissism. Okay. And it'll probably be cheap, $25, $30 a month, depending upon how they go. If they're actually long and if they're intense, at the most, $50 a month, I'm saying, depending upon, whatever. But I'm thinking $25 a month to retain me, to be, on call for you if and when you need help and advice, because I realize that narcissism is such a deep situation, and one that that affects so many people on so many deeper levels, and a lot of people don't even have a name for it and don't recognize and understand what's happening to them. Okay, so I will make myself available to be retained, and this is at special request from a few of my clients, and I'm definitely here for it, because that's what I'm here to do. Okay, so that will be soon, and I will let y'all know when that is. Okay, but I want you to know that they're attracted to you because of their light. And if you get into a relationship and stay in a relationship with one, what's going to happen is they are going to suck all of your life out of you, and you will see the light in them. They will become more attractive. They will be happy. They still gonna be an asshole in their disposition, but you can even see it in the way that they look. And then you can take a look at yourself and you can see that all the life has been sucked out of you. You look older, you haven't been sleeping, you have anxiety, you probably have begun having panic attacks and you never had them before. You probably don't even know what they are. Uh, you're not happy. You haven't been happy for a long time. And when you do have happiness, it lasts for a week or less. And then you're right back to where you were again, because loving a narcissism is a crack high. It does not last. It is not real. And it ultimately destroys. Okay. So my suggestion is when you meet a person, if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, if you've had a narc parent, if you have narc friends, you recognize the traits automatically. If you're an empath, you feel it off top. You know if this person is jealous of you. You know if they don't like you. Don't proceed forward. Use my motto, which I will be coming up with some coffee mugs and t-shirts. Know what you know and do what you're going to do about it. Okay, that cuts out all of the middle ground, all of the confusion, all of the unnecessary pain, because at the beginning of the day, you know what you know. And regardless of what happened throughout the day, at the end of the day, you're going to have to do what you're going to do about it. So why go through the whole day being upset, crying, having panic attacks, hoping somebody gives a damn, but they don't give a damn. They might even come and slam some more verbal abuse on you to make you cry even more. Why? Because this is how they get their power. I am not going to ask you to understand that because it's irrational to a person whose emotions and minds work like a normal human being. Okay, it's not something that you're going to understand. Well, all I'm asking you to do is evaluate what I have said, the things that I have said in all of my narcissism videos. And if in fact they fit your life and your relationship, that should be your validation and your truth. You ain't got to listen to me, honey. Listen to the message. Again, when I am speaking to you and I am not on camera, I am channeling much higher elevated spirits than Oshun Aje. Oshun Aje is a vessel, okay, a very worthy vessel because she has done the spiritual work for us to be able to convey the message through her. I suggest that you heed the words, and if you don't like the messenger might not matter. It's just like a radio. The radio might be ugly as hell and I don't like how it looks. But if there is some truth, if your jam is coming through that radio, I guarantee you're going to still listen to that radio. Okay? And I'm going to leave you with that, my people. Oshun Aje may be back later. If my friend that I spoke with earlier, my friend of over 30 years that I spoke with earlier is listening, I will see you soon. Okay, I'm coming to see you today. And all of you guys I consider my family because you have been there, you have supported me, and you have confirmed for me that the work that I'm doing is the work that I should be doing. And it has filled my heart to the brim to know that it is helping you. If there is anything that you would like for me to speak on, to teach on, if there's anything that was missing from this video about the empath narcissist dynamic, please let me know and I will definitely come back and clarify those things for you, okay? I have great love for you all, and I'm going to read some of your comments. I know that this is early, so a lot of you will catch this later. Hey, Saffron, I just opened my eyes, baby, so I didn't even know you were here. You know I appreciate you. I got my rich gang in the building, okay? Arabian Conjure, I appreciate you, baby, and I know you the real thing, okay? Anyone else who's in the chat who's not a hater, I'm sending you love, light, and all of the shade that I can give you. I will be back later, and I'll probably just be having fun with my homegirl today, okay? And y'all know her by Vashante Blue, okay? Vashante Sinclair, okay, by the name, and she is an established artist, contrary to haters' belief, okay? So again, I thank you all for coming. Arabian Conjure, I think that you are amazing too. I think you are real, and that's why I appreciate you, honey. So I will be back later. I know that it's early, but I had some things to say, and I haven't even finished my coffee this morning, you guys, because I've been going hard for my clients. Any of my clients that are in here, I am definitely on the job, okay? And I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer because I do need to get my day started. Again, thank you for coming. Love, light, and ashe from Oshun Aje. And until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean, but make sure you do what you got to do to make shit happen. Peace.
Drought and famine, natural disasters. My baby's been around for you. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit I feel it.
They need to lose you if they're not doing right, my ladies. Who would have thought that they'd ever get you to begin with?
And when we make love, your presence can be heard from far and wide. Only the two of us.
If in fact they don't respect what they have, there's a whole world out there, and there is one who will respect what you have and who you are, and does not mind being your provider, your supporter, your lover, and your honest best friend.
It'll take some time just to get thankful that I had days full of you. Before it winds dark, the memories So is the night. This feels like somewhere.
Peace, love, and enlightenment, my people. Ashe.